All right, we're gonna be battling a Japanese trainer. They have a Wochian, a Skeledirge. That's not gonna be good. An Incineroar, a Cerulege, a Talonflame, and a Groudon. So I'm gonna bring in Rabsca and Torterra as the lead, and I want to say bring in Sinistcha and Ronin, since we have two ghost types that we're gonna have to fight, and then on top of that, a whole team of fire types except Wochian. If we can get the Trick Room up, Torterra is gonna be in a really good position because we can go for Scorching Sands into the Incineroar, and we can just go for a Rock Terra into Cerulege, Talonflame, a Grass Pledge into the Groudon. And if that doesn't work, then maybe we can just bring in Ronin. And with room service, it's gonna be slower than everything else. So room service is kind of tricky because it's not like your speed goes back to normal outside of Trick Room. So once it's activated, you're kind of stuck there. It's kind of up and stuck. Beats of Ruin. I don't think he has a spread attack, so I'm gonna go for the Terra Blast here, and I'm gonna go for the Trick Room. I will have to deal with that Wochian eventually, though. So his Pokemon should be scared on two different fronts. Wochian is quad weak to Bug, and Talonflame is weak to Rock. So I can one-shot either one of these Pokemon. He goes for Tailwind. Okay. He goes for Foul Play. I don't mind. He loses the Talonflame. Thank you for setting up the Tailwind. You set up your own demise. So tell me, have you ever been beaten by a beetle? Because you're gonna get beaten today. Punk. Scumbag. Filth peddler. So one thing I used to have on my Rabsca was Throat Spray. And I'm thinking with this Trick Room team, I might have to run, I'd say, yeah, Terra Blast. I might have to run Mental Herb a lot more because I've been getting taunted on Rabsca and taunted on Torterra. So I think it's just going to be in my best interest to put the Mental Herb on there. We one-shot the Wochian. And so therefore the effects of Wochian are gone. Okay. Bitter Blade. Bitter Blade will finish off Rabsca, but I'm okay. I'm okay right now. I'm okay. So he still has one Pokemon left, and I'm gonna bring in Ronin because I feel like the last Pokemon's Groudon. I feel like the last Pokemon is Groudon. It's not? Okay. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Alright, so we're gonna go for either Terra Blast here or Triple Arrows. I'm gonna Triple Arrows the Incineroar. I am afraid of the Bitter Blade though, because the Bitter Blade is gonna really hit hard. So like, it really just depends on who he's faking out. He tears the Cerulege, and he tears Psychic. Okay. Alright, so he gets rid of his weakness. We do hit the Triple Arrows. And we do KO the Incineroar. Okay, that's great. That's great. That's great. So now it just becomes everything against Cerulege, which I think Cerulege is great. I think the design for it is great, but it's such a glass cannon. And for such a cool design, it doesn't really get... Okay, we do die to the Bitter Blade. This Scarlet just running through the team. Look at the amount it recovered from that. Okay. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay. I hope you feel really proud of yourself. Okay. I really do hope you feel proud of yourself, because you're doing great. You're doing great. Just not great enough. And then we go for Shadow Ball. And that is GG's. And it was a crit. I respect the power. He's a glass cannon. He's a glass cannon. If anyone's wondering why my Torterra didn't do more damage, I would say Torterra is more physically oriented, and it's not necessarily too good on the special end. And I know that some people are probably looking at their screens and they're just like, why doesn't this guy just use Stone Edge? Or why doesn't he use Wood Hammer or Earthquake or Headlong Rush or any other stab physical move to play into the physical stats of Torterra? Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. You ever have a Pokemon that you really like? I mean, that you really love, and it's your favorite, and you know that its stats don't agree with the way you want it to be played, but you still try to build a set around it anyways? That's my Torterra. When I was playing Diamond and Pearl at first, I ran a special Torterra. So Energy Ball, I want to say Earth Power, but Energy Ball, Earthquake, I think, and Frenzy Plant, and some other move. But I was running a special Torterra, and even though it wasn't the most optimal set for it, I liked it. And do I run Energy Ball on my Torterra now? No. Do I want to? Yes. But I mean, I might get rid of Grass Pledge and then put Energy Ball on there, because Grass Pledge, I think, is weaker than Energy Ball, and Energy Ball is stronger. And then you have the chance of getting a special defense drop, so it would probably be in my best interest to do that. All right, we're going to be battling Bubba. They have a Charizard. They have a Terrapagos, a Drifblim. That's interesting. A Cornerstone Mass Ogrepone, and a Miraidon and a Koraidon. I just have to ask the question. Don't you think it's a little broken that you're doing this? Like, don't you have any shame? Like, legitimately, I'm curious. Do people have any shame? You have a Terrapagos, a DLC legendary, and you have 2 box art legendaries on your team. And then you have Ogrepone, which is another DLC legendary. So you have 2 DLC legendaries, 2 box art legendaries. And I gotta somehow fight around this. Like, I gotta fight around this. Man just completed the DLC, and now he's feeling really proud of himself right now. He's feeling real proud of himself for completing the DLC. I'm gonna go for Terra Blast here, and I'm going to go for you know what? No, I'm gonna Wide Guard. Something's telling me to Wide Guard. Something's telling me to Wide Guard. Sure, I won't be immune to electric attacks, but I can go for Scorching Sands, and I can go for Bug Buzz. So I have options. I just need to get off the Trick Room, because he could potentially switch and then go for Heat Wave. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, you can always just do that and crit me. It's not like you get a special attack boost or anything, you know? What was I thinking? Silly little me. Silly little me and my delusions. Okay, so we Terra Blast here, and yeah, we Terra Blast, and I think I want to keep my Rabsca intact. I don't know, like extra sensory, please get a flinch. I need you to flinch. Come on, get that Terra Blast off. Yes, there we go. Love you. Charizard is gone. If we can flinch, or if he can attack the Torterra, that would be great. He flinched. Yes! Yes! That's it. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. That is 100% all I ever needed. That is 100% all I ever needed. Now I Bug Buzz and I go for Scorching Sands. Corners, oh, Teal Mass Ogerpone is down. I'm just excited because ain't no way. Please, please, just hit the Scorching Sands. Thank you. Did I ever tell you, Torterra, you're my favorite? He goes for Electro Drift, but the damage has already been done. So unless he has a Koraidon in the back, which I don't think he has, I'm going to send out Sinistcha just in case. If he does have a Koraidon, I could just go for Strength Zap, Terrapagos. Okay. How many turns do we have left? I'm gonna switch into Ronin. Wait, let me see. So we have one more turn to Trick Room. So I can switch into Ronin. And I'm going to go for a Matcha Gotcha. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go for a Matcha Gotcha. Because it's gonna hit both targets, so it's gonna chip some of the it's gonna chip Terrapagos a little bit. Maybe put it in range of a triple arrow. And maybe we get a burn. And I do believe that Koraidon is in range of a Matcha Gotcha from Sinistcha. So imagine you bought the DLC. You're using 2 DLC legendaries. You're using 2 of the box art legendaries. And you still get floored by a beetle. Alright, he got rid of the electric terrain. I wouldn't have Terra'd, to be honest, because you still have the type distortion, which would have at least allowed you to kind of eat something. He goes for a Terra Starstorm. Please live. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't know, man. I would have just never Terra'd that time. I mean, I don't think there's anything that you could have done to get out of this or win this, but I feel bad for you, buddy. Single target Matcha Gotcha. That's wild. You defeated Bubba. I mean, well, Bubba didn't stand a chance, all right? Do you see that bowl haircut he's got? He wasn't going to win. I immediately saw that and I knew that my chances of winning were up 70%. No one with a bowl haircut has ever beat me. All right, I forgot to do the intro for this video, but we're going to be battling Honey. They have the Ice Rider Calyrex, a Clefairy, a Iron Valiant, Inner Shifu. I think a Cornerstone Mass Ogerpone, and something else. So we have our work cut out for us, and as always, I'm afraid and I'm terrified. If you think I'm going to activate Trick Room, you got another thing coming, buddy. I'm gonna go for extra sensory, and I'm gonna go for Scald. Or not Scald. I'm gonna go for, I want to say, Strength Sap. All right, he protects. He probably thinks I'm going to go for. Oh, he goes for coaching. Okay. Okay, no. No, I'm not letting that happen. We get rid of Iron Valiant. That's good, that's good, that's good. So now it is... We got rid of his... I mean, he could probably still set up Trick Room himself. I don't necessarily know what he's capable of. I think he can set up Trick Room himself. I can go for Matcha Gotcha, and yeah, I'm gonna go for Matcha Gotcha mainly because that's the only way we can kind of negate this or try, because he can go for a Glacial Lance, and that's just gonna hit like a truck. I still do have. Okay, he protects. All right. So it's important. If I get a burn here, that would be great. So Matcha Gotcha, please get a burn. We need a burn. Fishing for a burn. We get a burn. That's great. That's great. That's great. So now the Glacial Lance isn't going to hit us like a nuke. We get the Bug Buzz off. He does go for Trick Room. Okay. Interesting. 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 But because of that burn, he's on borrowed time. Because of that burn, he's on borrowed time. So now I can just go for Matcha Gotcha. And I think I can still go for... Maybe I want to go for... Okay. I want to say extra sensory. Oh, the heal pulse. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Oh, look at that. That did nothing. All right. Sinistcha's doing really great against him. So for him, it's ideal to probably keep up the... I wouldn't say keep up the Trick Room. I'm just going to Strength Sap here. But for him, it's probably ideal to... I don't know. He goes for Helping Hand. He's trying to amp up the power here. He's trying to amp up the power. Is it going to be enough? It's going to be enough to KO Rabsca, but it's not going to be enough to KO the Sinistcha. He gets a Chilling Neigh. I'm okay with this. Because this is Sinistcha's just... It's his day. Okay, he has a clear amulet. Okay. All right, now we're in different territory. I didn't know we were in that type of territory. Like, you got this, Chief. You got this. My bad. My bad. I'm sorry. Shadow Ball and Wide Guard. If I was him, what would he do? I mean, he could go for Heal Pulse. He could go for Heal Pulse if he really wants, or he could go for a Helping Hand. Yeah, he's going for Heal Pulse. Okay. High horsepower. Burn. And yeah, that burn's really eating at him. That burn is really eating at him. I'm gonna go for Matcha Gotcha because it's spread and I can kind of continue to neutralize everything. Because if all he has is high horsepower, it's not gonna be enough to pick up a KO here. And Matcha Gotcha is gonna allow me to recover health and is gonna maybe pick up a burn on the Clefairy. All right, what does he Terra to? He Terra's normal. Okay. That's interesting. He must think I'm going for a Shadow Ball. He must think I'm going for Shadow Ball again. I'm just gonna keep wide guarding to prevent the Glacial Lance from happening. Yup. Just preventing that Glacial Lance from coming out. And he Terra's normal, so that's great because I can just go for, I think, Drain Punch next time. If we could get a burn, that'd be great. This is a long battle, but I have to win this battle just to prove to people you can't just get away with this. Twisted Dimensions return to normal. So what are you going to do? What exactly are you going to do here? I'm going to go for... He can fake me out. I mean, if he does fake me out, that'll be like... That'll be... Okay, he doesn't. All right. He might go for Heal Pulse here. Well, as long as I can get rid of the Clefairy, that's all that really matters. Because I just want to stop the... I just want to stop the Heal Pulses. I want to stop the potential redirect he avoids. Oh, no. But he protected himself so he couldn't even heal. I feel so bad for you, man. Oh my god. I do think it's kind of stupid that Heal Pulse can't heal you through Protect on your own teammate. You would think Protect only blocks attacks. It shouldn't block moves that are trying to help you from your teammate. I feel bad, man. I feel bad. I don't feel that bad, but I do feel bad. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, wait, never mind. And we take out both Pokemon. Yeah, I don't feel bad for you. I'm sorry. Take that back. Use Spring Guard, Clefairy. You Trick Room. You coached your own Pokemon. And I got in his head. That's what happened. I got in his head. I saw that Ice Rider Calyrex. He saw my Rabsca. He saw my team. That was really slow. And he thought, oh, I'm going to get this. This is an easy dub. He thought to himself, this is an easy dub. And it didn't turn out to be the easy dub that he thought. He thought I was going to go for Trick Room. Immediately set him up with the coaching and the Trick Room the first turn and to protect himself. Okay. He thought that he was just going to have a free game. And when I instantly went for Extra Sensory, took out the Iron Valiant and one-shot it. Focus Ash? Okay. We get a lot of health back, though. We got all the way back to full. And we get the burn, so he dies. Oh. Oh, that's unfortunate. Sinistcha was the MVP of this entire video. I mean, well, Rabsca too, but Sinistcha did a lot of work. And I was feeling iffy about that team, man. That battle against Honey, oh man. I was scared, but I read him like a book. He thought I was gonna go for Trick Room and set it up for him. I saw his Pokemon. I made a calculated risk. I took out the Iron Valiant, which would have been a threat, I think, if I allowed it to keep going. Because Iron Valiant has a high attack stat. I think it has a high special attack, and it has a lot of speed. So it's a very offensive Pokemon, but it's very frail. So being able to extrasensory it into Oblivion, not go for Trick Room, allow him or force him to set up the Trick Room, while also whittling down his attack, hitting him with a burn, kind of neutering the Ice Rider Calyrex and preventing it from being able to one-shot anything, even after the coaching, even if he had clear amulet. The burn kind of kept it in check. Even though he got a chilling neigh, it still wasn't enough to put down my Sinistcha because of the water terror that allowed it to resist a lot of moves. So it allowed it to resist the Glacial Lance. It allowed it to eat a high horsepower neutrally, and the Matcha Gotcha hit both of the targets. So we not only got burned, we got health recovery, and we got chip damage onto the Friend Guard Clefairy, slowly but surely getting that out of the way until Ice Rider Calyrex was the only one that was left, and it eventually got taken out. And yeah, I mean, what was he gonna do? I mean, the Urshifu with the close combat kind of scared me. If it got a crit, maybe it would have took out the Sinistcha, but being able to eat that and then being able to get the Matcha Gotcha after the special defense drop and bring it down to 1, and it still got burned. Oh my god, Matcha Gotcha and Sinistcha are just that's such a great move, and Sinistcha is such a great Pokemon, especially with hospitality. So yeah, I love it. I love it.